Hello everyone and welcome to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to work the single crochet stitch. To begin, we're going to make a slip knot. And if you watched last week's tutorial, I covered this pretty in depth on how to make a slip knot and foundation chain, so we're not going to be spending a lot of time on that today. What you want to do is wrap your yarn around your finger and make an X. Pinch the yarn between your finger and thumb. Take the working end of your yarn, wrap it around your finger, pinch it between your finger and thumb, take your back loop over the front loop and make your slip knot. Insert your hook into the slip knot and pull the yarn snugly against your hook. Now we're going to chain a foundation chain of 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And now you've made a chain of 16. Now what you want to do is we're going to start in the second chain from the hook. So when you look at your foundation chain, like I showed you last week, you'll see little V's. Each of those little V's is a stitch. So you're going to work in the second V from the hook. And for your foundation chain, I want you to work in just the top loop of that V. Now there are many ways to work into the foundation chain, but we're going to just do, for beginners, the top chain. So what you'll do is you're going to insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull the loop up, so you'll have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull the yarn through both loops, and you've made a single crochet. So we're going to move your finger down to the next V, insert your hook, yarn over, pull the loop through, you'll have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both loops, and then the next V. Put your hook through the loop, yarn over, grab, pull it through, you'll have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both the loops. Move down to the next V, insert your hook, yarn over, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Down to the next V, insert your hook, yarn over, pull the yarn through, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull the yarn through both loops. Now you want to, the first row can be very finicky in pretty much any project you start. The reason why you want to keep your hand so close to the stitch you're working through is so that you're not pulling too tight. Your goal is to, just like on the foundation chain, you want to be able to yarn over, pull through with 2 loops. You need to be able to, when you yarn over, pull the head of the crochet hook through both loops. You don't need to tighten afterwards, as long as you're holding proper tension and it's not too tight on the hook and it's not too loose on the hook. You should, on the next row, be okay. What I would recommend is just continuing to practice the single crochet until you're really comfortable with it. For now we are going to keep on working down until we get to the end of this row, and when we get to the end of this row we're going to have 15 stitches in our work. So to continue on, we're going to insert the hook in the next V, yarn over, pull it through with 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Insert into the next V, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more stitches to go. Insert through the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Insert into the last stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops on your hook. So there is your first row of single crochet. So to move on to the next row, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and what you're going to do is, you see, if you pull it apart a little bit, you'll see where you need to insert your hook. If you look at your work from an aerial view, you will see your row of stitches that you just made and the V's, just like in the foundation chain. So what we're going to do is insert our hook in this first space, and you'll see you want to go through both loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. And we're going to do that 15 times when we reach the end. So we're going to go into the next space, grab the yarn, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. If you can see that space, you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Insert into the next space, grab the yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Insert into the next space, grab the yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the next space, grab the yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the next space, grab the yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the next space, yarn, grab the yarn and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the next space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Into the next space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the next space, grab the yarn and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the next space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Now the last stitch can be a little confusing because it looks a little bit different than the rest, but what you want to do is locate the V and just work your hook. It can be a little challenging. Work your hook under both, pull up a loop, there we go. Now we have the V on there. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. And now you've worked your second row of single crochets. I want to show you, it's very important, I think, especially when you're beginning, to make sure that you count your stitches every couple rows. And to do that, I just look at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What'll happen is I find that if I don't check every couple rows to make sure that I have the same number that I started with, what'll happen is you'll see one side go in, or you'll add stitches and one side will be going this way, and it's just very uneven. What you're trying to do is keep a very uniform stitch by keeping the tension the same throughout your project, and also making sure that you have the right amount of stitches. So I'm going to show you how to start the next row. So you're going to chain 1, turn your work toward you, and then we're going into that first space. So you're going into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Some yarn can be more finicky than other yarns. So we're going to go into the next space, grab the yarn, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the space, pull up a loop, 1, 2, yarn over, pull through both loops. And we're just going to keep working like this until we get to the end of our row, inserting into the next space, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. So one of the glaring differences, I think, between knit and crochet is the ease of which it is to fix a mistake. It's just simple. You just pull it on out, and work back. Pulling out the stitch, you just want to do it real slow unless you have multiple rows to go back, and all you're going to do is when you get back to the spot where you're past the mistake, you're just going to insert your hook and keep on going. Into the next space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Insert the hook through the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Insert through the next space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. And we're just going to continue on like that until the end of the row. Pull up a loop, yarn over. I will come back. I'm going to work a few rows so that I can show you what that looks like. I will come back. Okay, so I've worked 15 rows, and I just want to show you how to count your rows. So we're going to talk peaks and valleys. If you look at your fabric, you can see it goes up, and then there's a valley, a peak, a valley. So you count every peak and every valley. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So as you can see, as you continue working, the single crochet is a very simple crochet and it makes a very lovely fabric, very tight fabric. I would continue practicing until you feel really comfortable with the single crochet. And next week's video will be covering how to work the double crochet. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and click the little notification so that you don't miss a new tutorial. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. And I will see you next week. Till then, make loops with love. Have a good week.